the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, with a hallowed Lombardi trophy in the building, it's a battle to raise it in midfield between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt, happy to have you with us. And this is an unusual spot to be, Brock. Both teams here, well, they have fought and earned their way to this one. Yet this still looks like could be one of the more lopsided Super Bowl matchups that we have seen in our time in the NFL.
It looks that way on paper, but we know. We've watched it through the centuries. Right? We know that upsets happen in this moment. Broadway Joe's guarantee and the Jets win. It's just the third Super Bowl. Giants shock the Patriots into perfection. And that lesser-known Tom Brady, yeah, they too got past the greatest show on turf. This moment, underdogs emerge.
A tradition started back in 1967 has now reached its diamond anniversary. And off we go in Super Bowl 60. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing him out, one of the NFL's best stories as of late, a former third overall pick, Brock, who has revitalized his NFL career, Sam Darnold.
Kate, I can only imagine what's running through his mind right now. What an arduous fight across the entire NFC postseason to get to this moment. I think this is one of those moments that you just go back in that backyard as a kid and you close your eyes and you dreamed of when you were little, and you're living in it right now.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Putting the tight end in motion. Darnold now to throw. He'll step up, and there he goes. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Walker now from the gun. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Now Darnold off the play action. Going deep here for the end zone. And threw it back in the end zone and out of bounds. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. So now it's the Patriots' turn to head out for the first time on offense. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Kate, this is one of those moments that I so wish we had those thought bubbles. That we could see and hear every thought going through his mind as he runs on the field on this Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sure there's some anxiety. I'm sure there's a little bit of nervousness. But I know when that ball gets snapped in his hands, this guy is ready for this moment because he's proved it all season long.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. It's 16 yards on that play. And that's a New England first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
They'll run it with Travion Henderson. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. Give him 13 on that play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
First down, and they go right back to it. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Sticking with Henderson. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a New England first down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
Going to the ground again on first. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. May's going to take it himself. Stopped after a gain of 2, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
May now on 3rd down. Finds him over the middle. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Oh, when your opponent fails to act, Brock, you want to capitalize, right? And they are moving like a team ready to provide us with our first point to this game.
Yeah, pretty lackluster start there, Kate, from their opponents. You got a golden opportunity to immediately take control as they convert to stay on the field.
From the red zone on first. And he scores. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots have a great first drive and get the game's first points. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Patriots will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks nothing.
to send it away. Young on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Seahawks taking the field for their second possession. And Brock, they are not in the spot they want to be, but still plenty of game left. You don't want to let the setting cause an early overreaction and panic.
Yeah, you just can't overtry. And every bit of you wants to, every fiber of your being in this building right now, you want to perform, but you just can't overdo it. Get back in the rhythm and play your game.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. He has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. And with a quick pass out line. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. 7-0 is our score. More from Santa Clara coming up. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. They've got a first to begin the frame. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Handoff to Walker from the gun. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Christian Gonzalez getting there for the tackle.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun, Darnold. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. On the return, here's Travion Henderson. This makes it up to the 25. The Patriots and Stephon Diggs getting set for this next offensive possession. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Off the play action, May. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. So it's 2nd down coming up. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
This is Henderson on second down. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Brought down by Rick Woolen.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
They'll throw, third and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Okay, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up. That can sure help to get yourself off the field with that third down stop.
Patriots punt team coming out with former sixth-rounder Bryce Behringer to do the honors. Escapes a defender. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Seahawks offense ready to get going once again. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Here's Darnold. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Now Darnold. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And they make the tackle at the 38. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Running back sent in motion. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Might be time to reach in the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack. Throwing here, Darnold. Dumped off to his running back. And he's brought down at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from Super Bowl 60 and Santa Clara in just a moment. Third and long. Here's Darnold. Throwing this one back of the end zone. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks get some late points and the lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Calling this guy a home run hitter isn't exclusive to his abilities on the ground, Brock. We both know all those traits make him a threat to take the lid off a defense as a receiver like he just did too.
No question, and he can do that on short and longer routes. All he needs is just a little bit of space, whether it's near the line on a short little dump-off or up the seam unopposed in space. Give him that inch, and he'll take it a mile.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks push their lead to 3.
Seahawks 10, Patriots 7.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The New England offense running out now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First call here coming from the shotgun. May now from the gun. Caught, nice gain left side. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Now here he goes. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that, actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
Just a yard left to go on second down. May. Setting up the screen with Henderson. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Short pass brought in. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They gain 11 on that play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And he works his way for a gain of 4. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5. Operating from the gun, here's May. That's over the middle, caught by Diggs. And he'll go down here at the 16. Giving 5 on the play. And that's a New England first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All set now, first and 10. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Now it's Andres Borregales to try the Patriots field goal. This will be around a 33-yarder for him.
A 33-yard attempt.
Borregales connects. And it'll knock this game up late in the second quarter.
Barring a surprise or a miracle here in the final seconds, Kate, looks like we're going to have a tie and a whole new ball game to begin the second half.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Back to throw it. Lofts it deep right side. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. Well, as we all know, halves can't end on a defensive penalty. So now we get an untimed down.
A 31-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And they've taken back the lead. So that is 2 quarters in the books here at Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. Now over to Scott Hansen with our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. It's been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime report. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3.
It's an easy 3. Make us happy. Get these 3 points.
Jason
Enough
Myers
waiting. Let's
kicking
crown a
off for
champion,
Seattle.
shall we? The second half of the Super Bowl is underway. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Patriots offense out there to start this third quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. On play action, here's May. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down or chances to make up for it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the gun, it's May. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Mario Douglas, the intended target. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Hits him on the in route. He makes the catch, but it's hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The Seahawks offense running out now. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a walk and run. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. They kick the running back in motion. Darnold looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
1st and 10, Darnold. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the 1st snap through this 2nd half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
It's caught, Garner. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. And again, it's Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to have this one down into 37. So 20 yards on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Walker on 1st down. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Running with Walker again. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. Tracked down by Robert Spillane.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. It's complete. Play made by Cup. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Now an inside give to Walker. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
What a great sign to start the 2nd half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Working inside the red zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for Jackson.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Design quarterback run here. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards in the end zone. It's 3rd down. Hard to believe, but just 1 quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. It's the Seahawks in front as they sense a 2nd title is within their reach. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. 3rd and long for him here. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks, doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
A 28-yard attempt.
Kicked well, and this is good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
16.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost him a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Fielded by Henderson. Shoots away from one. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Patriots offense all set to go. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. He'll work against the blitz. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Counterplay, it's Henderson. That one only good for a couple. It's 2nd down.
A modest gain on the counter. A good recovery there from the front 7, Kate. They bought the fake initially, but adjusted just in time to limit the damage headed the other direction.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's made in the air. Catch made over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Made a throw it. Complete beyond the marker. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 from the 43. To throw, here's Manning. Finds a man right side. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Here's May on 1st and 10. Henry on the catch. Running in the red zone. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
They'll try and run in with Stevenson. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
This is a pivotal moment on the game's biggest stage, Brock. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Setting up the screen with Henderson. The stand continues. This one doesn't even make it back to the line, Brock, and it sets up 4th and goal.
Back at the 6-yard line.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Patriots down by a touchdown. The entire season has led them here to this snap. They have to convert here on 4th down. They send the tight end in motion. Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots find a way to tie it late. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So it was touchdown or bust here on this drive, Brock. A field goal wouldn't have done it, but they get the score they needed, and now a critical extra point forthcoming.
And now what I love, the pressure shifts to the other sideline. They do have some time left on the clock, and remember, all they're going to need is a field goal to go out and steal this one in the end.
All right, time for the kick that he has dreamt of his entire life. And the kick is good, and they've taken the lead in the final quarter of the Super Bowl. On to send it away. Shaheed now to return. He dodged the tackle. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this 4th quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there, and I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Walker, and he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. It's going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
At the 32-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw it. Finds the end round complete. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st to 3. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
to throw. Here's a screen now for Walker. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
At the Patriots' 43-yard line.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Setting up to pass. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Misses. Caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
Goal at the 9-yard line.
Now, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. Back to throw. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And he drives this forward to the 6. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. And that's a touchdown. The catch is made, and they lead just before the end of this game. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that.
And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
You spend all week on 2-point plays, trying to get to your best options, but ultimately, sometimes the execution of that pass, it doesn't work.
And you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, turn 4, 5. That's my heart. Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Fielded by Henderson. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. Here's New England ready once again on offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. You've set it downs for him from the 31. First down throw for May. Dumps it off to his running back. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
He's out there midfield and still going. And he's going to get all the way up to the midfield stripe. So there's the timeout called, and we're going to see if they think there's enough time for 2 plays or just one last snap.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Here's May. This is for the ball game. Oh, a Looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play. And in their first appearance in over a decade, Brock, I know we're both excited about this one. The Seattle Seahawks, Super Bowl champions for a second time. This is what we all hope every year when we get to this point, Brock. We hope for the drama. We hope that the game lives up to the big stage that it was played on. Close at the end. Really just one